Hi everybody, thanks for joining me today on my channel. My name is Kristen with Kristen Crafts, and today I am bringing you another process video using the scrapbook and cards today and the Best of Both Worlds May kits. I combine them together and you can see on my playlist, or actually I think it's just in past videos, where I actually broke these down and made them into individual page kits, and now I'm using them. So in this page kit, I actually had, I believe, 3 pieces of paper. I had the green cardstock, the yellow, the green heart, and then the floral. And I ended up only using 2 of them. So I'll end up going, when all my page kits are used up, taking what's left over and seeing if we can make some more and just see how many layouts we can get out of this kit. So I took a piece of the scrap white cardstock that was in left over from a previous page, and I used that to map my photo. This is a picture of my son and my future daughter-in-law on Mother's Day. We were at my mom and dad's in their backyard, and I got a really nice photo of the 2 of them. And this is going to go into the album that I'm making for them, that I'm going to give as a shower gift, one of her showers, which are this month. So I need to get busy on making a bunch of these layouts. So you'll see a bunch of Kevin and Emily in the future videos. So I took the green paper and I matted an 8-inch piece of the floral on top of it. Now I only added adhesive to the top part of the floral, so then I could bend it back and gut the bottom of the green, and so there is still some of that green heart paper left over as well. Now I'm just going through and I'm looking at all my border strips and trying to find which one I'd like, just to use as a little separation between the 2 sections. I really like the light blue one, but unfortunately the printing for the branding strip from the basil was coming through on the other side, and it was a dark black, and my picture at the time where I had it wasn't going to cover it up. Now that I've shifted everything over, I probably could have gotten away with it, but that's okay. So now I'm just going through all of my little bits that I have on my desk. Whenever I'm feeling crafty but not in the mood to make a layout, I will grab a piece of paper that is good for fussy cutting, and I will fussy cut things out. So I have like ball jars, flowers, tags, some labels and things that are all in that little Tupperware jar on my desk. Eventually I'll go through and sort them by color and actually put them in my color drawers, but for right now they're just sitting on my desk. So I'm grabbing from them along with what I've cut apart from the kit itself. And so I just went through and found any of the bits that I thought would work on the page. I was looking for anything that would bring that golden yellow in, a little bit of that green color, and then pink. And I was really trying to bring things that, were more lovey-dovey, since this is going in their engagement album. And the album is basically all things about them, pictures that I've snagged over the last 2 years, showing them together. And I just thought, it's a nice little album that will show their life before they got married, and hopefully they'll enjoy it. So at first I started out with the photo being more on the left-hand side, and I do that all the time. And so I decided, switch it up, and I went more to the middle. They're both looking head straight on at me, so I got away with it. And then I just decided I'm building up the clusters towards the bottom left and the top right. So you don't always have to do a diagonal. I could probably add another cluster somewhere, but with the busy paper on the bottom, I really didn't feel like I needed it. So on the left side, I grabbed a tag. I believe that was a cut apart from Maggie Holmes Carnival. The mason jar, I believe, came from a Dear Lizzie paper pack that I'd had for years. The journaling card with the hearts was a cut apart from the kit. And then the Maggie Holmes tag that had the florals on it, that came from the kit. I grabbed the I Love, or the Love You, that has kind of a champagne glittery gold around the outside. That, I believe, also came from the Carnival cut apart page. On the right hand side, I grabbed a tag that came from the Maggie Holmes kit in the collection. You and Me came from the collection. Here With You came from the Maggie Holmes Carnival, and then I grabbed the frame. I cut that in half. That was also in the kit for Maggie Holmes, along with the bow. Now, just to give it another pop of something, I did go in and right now I'm fussy cutting out a floral embellishment. I just wanted to bring a little bit of the floral that was in the page up to the top. I didn't need a lot, and actually the cluster I cut out was really big, so a lot of it you won't even see. And when I cut this out, because it's such a busy cluster and I can't get in every nook and cranny, I leave a lot of white space so it looks more like a die cut when you cut it out versus looking, I don't try and get all the way to the edge. You have to embrace the coloring that's behind. I have that same color at the bottom. It's okay. But I think if you cut the whole thing as a die cut, it works. So that's what I'm doing right now. And I'm just kind of going around. And one of the key things that I found, I really try and avoid sharp, pointy edges. So when I'm cutting, I try and make sure things are more curved. Unless it's a leaf that has a pointy end, I don't want it to have jagged, rough edges. I want it to be curved, like you would get in a die cut. If you sit and look at your die cuts that you get in those die cut packs, they're machine cut. So they go more curvy around the edges of things, leaving that white space. So that's kind of what I'm trying to mimic as I'm cutting these out. So as you can see, it's a very big piece. I tuck it in underneath the tag, and whatever's hanging over the edge, I just cut off so it runs off the page, and I'm happy with that. Now you're going to see I'm going to go through the gold pieces that I have, the thickers, and I decide that the only thing I really, I was thinking about love and that stuff, but I have the love you and a lot of that you and me and the tags around it. So there's that little green spot in the picture, and it was the perfect spot to put you and me and then a heart. So that just brings a little bit more gold into it. So now I have the gold frames, the gold bow, and now that little bit of gold on the picture. So it's kind of in three places. The last thing I'm doing is I'm going through all those die cuts, and I know I fussy cut butterflies like crazy, but I didn't have anything on my desk, and I was being too lazy to go look for it. So in the end, this is just going to be where I end. I'm really happy with how it turned out. A lot of layers of icons and embellishments, and I think it turned out pretty good. So I want to thank you for stopping by, and join me tomorrow, and we'll try and make another process video using one of the pages from this spring scrapbook and cards kit, along with Chamel's Best of Both Worlds May kit.